Hey everybody, Jam Creates here. Still trying to think of a better intro. I don't know. What do you think of the hey everybody? That's what I do all the time. Like years ago, I used to do some announcing, and I used to start every show with "Welcome everyone." I used to scream at the top of my lungs, "Welcome everyone." My throat's still not 100% yet, so I'm trying not to scream. But I am feeling better. I feel like I've turned a corner, and now I'm finally starting to get better, and things are heading in the right direction. So that's good. On a personal note, going out to get a Christmas tree tonight. We always do a live Christmas tree in my house. So that'll be fun. Anyway, before I do that and get to the merrymaking and the ho-ho-hoing and all that good stuff, I thought I would talk about something new today, sort of, kind of, maybe. Basically what I want to talk about today is social media. Okay, social media. Everybody says if you're going to be successful, you got to promote yourself on social media. You got to be on social media. You got to be. If you want to be successful, that's what you got to do. I don't know who that is. Don't ask me what that voice was. I have no idea. So, in that regard, as you may or may not know, as you definitely know if you're watching this, I am on YouTube, and I am also on BitChute. All my videos go up on both. So if you like one or the other, they're both there for you. I am on Twitter. I am at Jam Creates. See, this is what I hate about social media. I am at Jam_Creates on Twitter. So follow me there. That's where I do most of my social media-ing. I'm also on, there is a Jam Creates Facebook page. You are more than welcome to go there and click on like and comment on stuff. I post things there. I usually update when new videos go up on there. And I'm on Minds, which is a fairly new social media site. I am at Jam Creates on Minds. And just starting today, I am on the gram. That's right. Instagrams. Okay, Instagram, you know. I'm on Instagram. I am at Jam_Creates, just like on Twitter. So you can follow me there too. Like if you're one of these people who likes the gram and is not really big on the tweeting, you could follow me there. I'm not really sure how I'm going to use it, to be honest, but I figured I should probably get it and use it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what happens. We'll see where the engagement is. It's interesting to see. Like I said, I've mentioned many times before, my videos on BitChute have way more views than the versions of them that are on YouTube, which is interesting to me. I'm not really sure why that is, but it is the case. So we'll see what happens with Instagram, if that does better for me than Twitter. I mean, Twitter, I've got a little following going, and I've had some cool interactions, so I'm not giving that up. But it's funny because I really have a love-hate relationship with social media. Everybody tells you, well, if you're going to promote your stuff, if you're going to try and do something, you've got to promote. I mean, I've heard it many times now from a lot of successful people. If you want to launch your own crowdfunded comic, you got to get on YouTube, and you got to do videos, and you got to do a video every day, and you got to get following, and and I'm doing that, but I'm a nobody. So I do videos every day, but I get a handful of views. I'm not like this giant celebrity or anything. I don't have a built-in audience. So for me, I am literally starting from scratch. And people are, I'm getting some views. I've got a few subscribers. I'm doing all right, but I mean, clearly I don't have a huge amount of engagement from my subscribers on YouTube. If you look at the view count on there, and I'm trying to ride the algorithm a little bit with these 10 to 20 minute videos every day. not live streams or anything. I haven't done a single live stream yet, because from everything I hear, those kill your channel in terms of getting subscribers. So right now I'm trying to build up my sub count, and so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I feel like I have yet to really hit that thing that's going to help drive people to my channel. But everybody says you got to be on social media to promote your stuff, and then you can translate that audience to your audience that you're going to make money off of. They're going to engage with your content that you create when you decide to do some sort of crowdfunding, whether it's a comic book or whatever it is. But again, a lot of these people are people who already have a following. People know who they are, at least within like the comic book sphere. Now, obviously, they've branched out, and that helps them to get a bigger audience. But my whole thing is, I'm a nobody. So for a nobody like me, listen, I'm not complaining. Whatever, I get it. It's going to be hard, and that's fine. And I'll put the work in. That's fine. But I'm thinking for everyone else too, for anyone who's like a nobody out there, a lot of scrambling and scraping for the social media scraps, I guess you would call it, of the big channels. And, I get interaction from people on Twitter sometimes, and I get some interaction from, comic book pros, people with fairly big followings from time to time. And that's a good thing, That's a good thing as far as getting my name out there. And, there's all sorts of different ways you can do this. I mean, it was funny because I was watching a live stream for Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and he was doing a live stream, and I decided, you know what? I've watched so many of this dude's videos, I'm going to throw a couple of super chats his way. So I did, and I spent a couple of bucks, and one of my super chats, I made a joke about having 6 subscribers on YouTube. And Ethan was like, everybody go subscribe to him. And then from that moment, I went from like 6 subscribers all the way up to, I think it was like 32 subscribers at the end of that live stream. And now I'm at like 36 or whatever, something like that. And that was really cool. I mean, he didn't have to do that. I mean, obviously, the idea is you send a super chat, they read it, and that is one way you can build a name for yourself and build a channel, is by super chatting with bigger names, and you can have something out there that people will start to notice, and maybe they'll start to notice you as well. So, I mean, that was kind of in the back of my mind, of course. Would I love to be a guest on Ethan's show? Of course I would. If I was able to sit in on one of his live streams and talk to all those people, it would, forget about the idea of how much it would raise my profile, and I would probably get a lot more subscribers and interactions on Twitter and stuff like that. For me, it would just be freaking cool to be on with some of those guys and talking about pop culture and stuff. I mean, that would be awesome. That would just be fun. But again, like I said, everybody always tells you got to be on social media to build up your brand and whatever. But they don't really tell you what to do and how to do it. So the only thing I've found, and this is complete, newbie style stuff here, but for me, like, the big thing is, if you're on Twitter or even on, if you're on Instagram. Now listen, I'm not an expert. I've been on Instagram a day, less than a day actually at this point. And, it's using the hashtags that are out there, if there's popular hashtags, or if you can @ somebody that a lot of people know, but it has to make sense. Like, I'm a real firm believer in, like, it's got to make sense. You can't just force it in there. Like, when you just start throwing people's names in there and they have nothing to do with what you're talking about, like, that's just dumb. It's just rude. Like, I feel like it's just rude. It's not good internet etiquette. And it just annoys me. I feel like that would really tick me off if somebody did that to me, if I was one of them. Because I'm sure they get, like, the big names, they're getting added constantly. So if then you're adding them and stuff that has nothing to even do with them just to try and promote yourself, like, that's kind of crappy. Man, I say a lot. Yeah. I think that using hashtags is a good way to do it. You know, I've noticed when I have posts that relate to certain things, obviously if I use these hashtags, you know, it drives more people to it. People search by hashtag, and it just, you know, tends to get you noticed more by more people and jump into conversations. And, you know, it's a slow game. It really is. It's a slow game. You've got to kind of jump into conversations where it makes sense, add meaningful comments, be funny, whatever. And people will start to remember your name. They'll start to notice your name, and hopefully they'll remember it, you know, and then eventually maybe somewhere down the line, they'll follow you. I'm followed by some people who have like big Twitter followings. But that, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means that they noticed me and they're following me. But that's a good thing. You know, it means they thought enough of me to follow me back, which is cool. So it's, you know, it's slow going, and it's very easy to get frustrated, much like everything else. This is the thing with being a creative in today's world. Everything is there to frustrate you. Everything is there to get in your way and to stop you from being successful and to stop you from completing and reaching your goals. So the key is really, you just got to stay motivated. And I did a whole video about motivation and you know, creative motivation and momentum and keeping it going. And I really think you've got to keep things going. Like, you've got to just keep plugging away. That's one of my favorite things to use, actually, when I post drawings where I'm just practicing on like figures and stuff. I'll usually hashtag it, or I'll just write "still plugging away," because I just feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm just plugging away, working on my skills, building things up. If you want to come along for the ride, feel free. It's going to be a long journey, and that's awesome. If you want to come along, please do. So with that being said, I feel like, you know, the best advice I can give you is to get involved in conversations where it makes sense, adding people where it makes sense, using hashtags where they make sense, and things like that. And you'll get some notice, and people will start to see you, and you know, hopefully they'll notice you. Maybe they'll watch your videos if you've got a YouTube channel. You know, I'm trying to hit on all the different things and just see what works. And I don't know, we'll see. Maybe at some point I'll find that certain things are just, I might as well just drop them. They're not worth it. Part of me has this really weird thing with, I just have a thing for like small or like alternative or underground style things. So I like something like BitChute because it is small, and I know that's why I get way more views on the BitChute uploads than I do on the YouTube uploads, because YouTube gets like some insane amount of content uploaded every second. It's real easy to get lost. BitChute, I'm on the front page of BitChute every time I upload something because it's just there. You know, it's new, and there's not as much stuff getting uploaded to BitChute all the time. So that's cool. It gets in front of people, and people watch the videos, and that's cool to see. You know, BitChute still needs some work, but I like it because it's this weird upstart, like underground, you know, kind of thing, and has that feel, and I like that. Also, like social media networks, I am on a social media network, like I'm on Minds, because Minds kind of has that underground, unique feel to it too. But I'm also on another social media network called Vero. I am also at Jam Creates on there. So if you're on Vero, you know, check it out. Join me. Vero launched, it was a very odd thing. Vero launched with this idea of it was eventually going to charge people to be on the platform, and it was never going to have ads. Since then, I'm pretty sure that they dropped the idea of charging people to be on the network. And I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they dropped that concept. And then I think they dropped that, and they still kept the no ads thing, which is cool. There's no ads on there, and the timeline is strictly a timeline. So like You only see what your people that you're following are posting, and you see it in chronological order. So I thought that was a neat idea. I like the front end of it. I like the way it looks. The UI is really nice, and it's very easy to use. It just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know if it, I don't want to call it dead, because it's not dead. It's got a lot of users and stuff, but not a ton. Nobody talks about it, the way they talk about Snapchat and Instagram and all this other stuff. So if you want to check out Vero, it's a really nice looking app on your phone. It's really, it's a nice looking app to use. I'm on there too. I post stuff on there too, just for the heck of it. So that's the deal. If you like this video, I'm just kind of like musing about social media. If you like this video, go for it. Click the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Jingle that bell for notifications. And, that's really it. Follow me on Twitter @GM. I should probably run those down again one more time. On Twitter @jam_creates. On Minds @jamcreates. On Instagram @jam_creates. And on Vero @jamcreates. And on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/jamcreates. There's a Jam Creates page. And I think that's everything I mentioned. And of course, here on YouTube. So that's it. Follow me, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, send postcards. Okay, don't send postcards. There's no address to send them to, so that was just stupid. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you soon. I'll have some new comic book reviews coming up very shortly. I know it's been a while, but I'm going to have that. I have some other stuff coming up now. I'm starting to feel better, so I can start cranking on some new stuff and do another Christmas review soon. I want to do that. And that's it. I'm going to get a Christmas tree, people. So I'm out. I will see you later.